Hello, my name is Anthony, and I'm part of the Game Development and Robotics Hub, as you can see over here at this website, and this is my name, and I want to show you what I've been working on today. It's called MBOT Controller, and as you can see, it's not like a primary project, is an add-on for a project called MBOT, which is robot controlled through a Raspberry Pi and Arduino. I'm not exactly sure about the schematics and all that, but basically you can use a USB stick to remotely control it by pushing data into a serial device if you're on Linux, for example. So I decided to make a software that takes input from a gamepad or a controller, process it, and then send it via the USB serial stick. I'm using C++ with SFML for this, and the tool of choice will be the Acme GA09 gamepad. I could have used something else, but I don't have anything else. So the good thing is that it maps exactly to the Xbox 360 for Windows key mapping. So as you can see, this is the code. There's this main loop in here that takes input and pushes it to a plotter. At this moment I'm not writing anything to any serial device. I have to work on this one, and as you can see, I wrote an input plotter, which is basically a class which uses those two other classes, button and sliders, to draw information about the input state of the controller on screen. So let me show what it does. As you can see, I have many axes I can move, and I also have some buttons. So let me show you what everything does. 0 and 1 are used by the left thumbstick, 3 and 4 by the right one. Axis 2 is used by the trigger buttons on the shoulders of the controller. And as you can see, for both of the triggers, I don't have two separate axes, so basically they add up and they make an arithmetic mean for it. So I have only one axis. Axis 5 is not used in any way, and 6 and 7 is for the D-pad. And you can see they cannot be both the 0 or both 1 at a time. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's no unused buttons on this one. Those down here are used for button key mapping and all. I also use SFML to ask the hardware for some information, and it claims to be an Xbox 360 controller for Windows, but I know it's not. It's an Acme GA09. Thinking about this, I could make this specific project in let's say Linux assembly x86 if speed was critical, but it's not. I think pulling information from the controller at 60 frames per second and throwing it at the USB serial stick is enough for what we need. So that was it. See you soon.